Hey guys, Happysplasher here. Good morning. So right now we're going to continue with the world event. So let's keep going. Currently we are in chapter 2. This is Military Alliance, and so we currently on this boss here. We have this we have this quest here to defeat Scoundrel. We'll hit the go. And this brings us to a battle, and it looks like they do have a skill. So whenever an enemy is attacked, it will give negative attack to them. Lord Protector, I have come to make a formal complaint. This is an outrage. I don't have time for this, Elric. They closed your shop quite rightly. Do I need to remind you of your little side business? I won't leave it like that. Sure you won't. Okay, let's take a look at the buildings. And then we also have this hero here that when he dies, he will deal damage to a random wounded enemy. We will attack on the open lane C. I think that's settled. You're lucky you didn't end up in a dungeon. Thank you. That's very generous of you. I also wanted to warn you. The lower world is quite turbulent right now. Regardus' own aides told the Dark Alchemist to be quiet about Villanelle. Well, Regardus, why are you telling me this? Are you bargaining to keep the shop open? No way. Although, if you tell me something else, I'll think about it. The negotiations. Okay, so that was Scoundrel. We will head back to the roadmap and continue. Oh, hey, another ad. Okay, we're on this next quest here. Activate Epic Obelisk in place of power 3 times. We'll hit the go. And this brings us to the place of power. As you can see, our rewards for the obelisk activation are now increased. And we will activate the Epic Obelisk 3 times. So here we go. We'll also skip the animation. Epic. And we got some epic versions of the Villanelle, which is not bad. We were really hoping for bonus runes, but that is okay. We'll head back to the roadmap as we are now complete. Okay, we have the next set of quests here. We have up top, open 10 chests for victory over other players. Behind that, we have find 900 souls of epic heroes. On the bottom here, we have performed demigods, gods of war, or miracle summons 2 times. We'll try and save our demigod scrolls for later in the world event. So in this case, we will do this quest up top. So open 10 chests for victory over other players. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the league. We do need to wait for more of these chests to open. And so we will see you guys later. Alright guys, we are back. So currently we're on this quest here, open 10 chests for victory over other players. We have this completed, so we will continue. Okay, we have this next quest here, find 900 souls of epic heroes. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the summon hall. What I'll do is head out of the summon hall, head out of the roadmap, and also avoid an ad. And we can actually just... we do have these divine arenas over here, which we can actually do. This one is actually pretty quick. I have done this one before. And so, we'll just hop right into the divine arena and get the mental, what am I saying? Not the mental shield, but the epics that we need. So in this case, we are using buildings in order to deal damage to this building over here, or this warlord who is a building. I'm going to start with the Tesla X over here on D1. And the reason why is because we're only going to be summoning heroes that are buildings. So in this case, the next thing we want to do is summon this Tesla Tower on D2. This one deals damage to an enemy, also deals some other damage as well. I do know we do have a damage skill, so let's actually clear up some stuff. We also do have a summon, which allows us to deal some damage pentagrams. Then we'll follow up with another Tesla X over here. And this Tesla X does deal damage at the end of the turn for each hero, and then also whenever any hero dies. So we'll just keep on summoning some more Tesla Towers that will deal damage to enemies, especially against the zombies that come out from these hell gates over here. And they just surrendered, so that's cool. More importantly, we did get the epic chest, and it does have more than enough souls in order to get that done. So in this case, we will head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, we have this next quest here to defeat Messenger. We'll hit the go, and this brings us over to a battle. And they do have a skill, so at the whenever an ally dies, except a zombie, it will summon another zombie. It is a stronger version of the skill that we saw in Chapter 2. Guardian of Chaos Regardus is not happy that you stick your nose into his business. And the Protector of Pangea is not happy with the mess going on under his nose. I would not be happy too. Okay, let's take a look at some of the buildings. And we do have this hero here, this Puppet Mistress, which summons a puppet. That puppet can reflect damage to the enemy, and then also remove negative effects when it dies. We'll go with this range hero over here on A1, this Floss, which will allow us to get an extra summon. And that also allows us to poison some heroes as well. As you can see those zombies coming out, we have this vampire with a little bit of vampirism. We'll summon this melee hero over here on C3 because of the open lane. Okay, and we were blocked by another zombie, and that is okay. You can see a couple more zombies coming out from the destroyed buildings. And in this case now, we should have lethal, even with this Gargantos over here. Villano, the best court alchemist, banished for dangerous experiments, find allies in powerful demons. Together with his apprentices, he begins to prepare the forbidden wildfire for the orcs. Oh yes, I almost forgot. The lower world has been particularly turbulent lately. I think it's more than worthy of my attention. I'm only a messenger, and my job is to pass on Regardus' words. Next time you'll be talking to Axe. Good messenger. Okay, so that was messenger. We will head back to the roadmap and continue. Excuse me. Oh, look, hey, it's another ad. Okay, looks like we have a quest complete already. Let's go check these out. So up top, we have Soulbind the event rares 5 times. Behind that, we have boost legendary heroes 4 times. On the bottom here, we have find 1400 souls of the event epics. What we'll do is try to do as many of these as possible. So let's go with this quest here. Up top. So this one is Soulbind the event rares 5 times. We did have this one already completed, so we will continue. We have this next quest over here, boost legendary heroes 4 times. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the squad. What we'll do is actually look around and see how much dust we have. And 13,000 is way more than enough in order to do a little bit of boost. We'll do a little filter and actually filter our legendaries. And then we'll look at heroes with low health, or sorry, low levels. Actually, we can save a little bit of dust as well by going over out of the roadmap and then over to the guild. Activating a guild bonus over here at the very end will allow us to lower the cost of boost. And in this case, we will do that for a day. Then we'll head back to the squad and once again filter for the legendaries, and we'll just take a look and see what we have. We have a level 11, more level 11s. Still looking. We got a 24, that's way too big. And we have an 8, so we can do that. Let's do the boost over here. As you can see, the cost does go up, so we want to stick with lower level heroes if possible. So that one is number 2. And then, as mentioned, we do have a little bit of level 11s, so we'll do that. Here's number 3. And let's grab another one over here. And there we go. So we are now complete with that quest. We'll head back to the roadmap and then check out the other quest. So down here, find 1400 souls of the event epics. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the summon hall. What we will do, however, is head out of the roadmap, head back to the guild bonuses, and see that we still have our evolve bonus of self-perfection. So in this case, we will close that out, head over to the squad, and then filter for some event rares and chaos, and then we will do some evolve. Where is a hero that we'd want to do? Here's the Villano Mad Genius, or the rare version of Villano Mad Genius. So we'll do some evolve. And as you can see, we have plenty of souls done and complete. Also, we'll request something while we're here. There we go. Okay, so we are now complete with both quests. We will continue. Oh, another ad once again. Okay, the next quest here is to defeat Warrior. We'll hit the go, and this brings us over to another battle. And they do have a skill, so at the end of the turn, we'll give extra attack to 2 random allies. Regardus' aide threatened me with axe if I kept digging. But I figured, why wait? It's better to find him myself because I have so many questions for him. You think someone from the Black Axe clan is going to help you? My sword is pretty good at negotiations. I don't see a sword in either one of your hands. Oh well. Okay, let's take a look at some of the buildings. Okay, and we will attack on the open lane B. We have a little bit of extra damage happening. Okay, we have this vampire that deals some vampirism and also has extra attack. We'll summon another range hero on lane D. I'll spare your life if you tell me why the demons supply you with Wildfire and how to find Axe. The Axe is in the lower world, helping Regardus, but he's the one who told the clan about the Wildfire. We made an alliance. Villano prepares some Wildfire for us. With it, the Black Axes will beat the other clans. And then, when the invasion happens, we'll help the demons conquer Pangea. An invasion of demons, Regardus just can't let it go. Let it go, let it go. Okay, so that was Warrior. We will head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, we have the next set of quests here. We have up top, spend 1,700 copper coins. Behind that, we have Soulbind the event epics 5 times. On the bottom here, we have spend 7,500 runes. We will hold off on spending on the runes because we need them for chapter 3. So in this case, we will do this quest up top. This quest is spend 1,700 copper coins. We'll hit the go, and this brings us over to the black market where we will spend some coins. So in this case, let's see what is going to help us out. Looking around, probably the Vixen will be beneficial. Seeing here, we have the Bravi over here in terms of number of copies. Fair amount of Mr. Flap. Definitely enough copies of Vixen. 10-4. No, I think we're just going to spend on the Vixen over here to just take care of this. Okay, and as you can see, not only are we complete with that spend 300 copper coins, we should also be good with this quest here. So yes, we will now continue. Okay, we have this next quest here, Soulbind the event epics 5 times. We have these heroes from before, and that is why this is already complete. So we will now continue. Oh, hey, look, it's another ad. Okay, we have this next quest here, defeat Apprentice. We'll hit the go, and we are brought to another battle. And they do have a skill, so whenever an enemy appears, we'll give negative attack to that enemy and adjacent ones. Sind, you came after all. Did Elric tell you why I was looking for Villano's apprentices? Yes, but why would Villano go over to the demon side if he was doing so well in the Alchemist guild? I probably shouldn't have agreed to this meeting. I'm out of here. I think you're going to have to stick around. This is true. Okay, let's take a look at the buildings. And we'll summon a hero on the open lane B. I'll tell you Villano's story sometime later, but you probably don't know yet how carefully he guards his secrets. He takes apprentices for one purpose, to use your knowledge in his experiments and then get rid of you. I did not sign up for that. My understanding is that he's experimenting with the Wildfire formulation again. Yes, Villano wants to strengthen the Wildfire with a new ingredient to melt the gates of the lower world. Find out what that ingredient is. How exploitative. Okay, so that was Apprentice. We will head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, we have the next set of quests here. We have up top, collect resources in gold mine 3 times. Behind that, we have Reborn the event epics 5 times. On the bottom here, we have spend 500 gems. We will try and do as many of these quests as possible, so let's start with this one here. So up top, collect resources in gold mine 3 times. We'll hit the go, and this brings us over to gold mine. And gold mine itself needs to recharge after every attempt, so we will look to do these offline, and we will see you guys later. Alright guys, we are back. So currently we're on this quest here, collect resources in gold mine 3 times. We have done that offline, and so we will now continue. Oh, hey, it's another ad. Okay. So we're on this next quest here, Reborn the event epics 5 times. We have done that already because we had these heroes before. We aren't going to do this other quest here, spend 500 gems, because we do actually need to plan out for the next chapter and also the new hero coming up. So in this case, we will hold on to our gems. And so yeah, so we will continue. Okay, we have this next quest here, get 2 legendary heroes in summon or in chest. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to our league. We do have a couple of legendary chests over here. I'm also going to see if we have any available in our Mighty Pass, because I know that after a certain number of levels you can. In this case, you only get it from the level 20 onward, assuming you have only the free pass. Otherwise, if you don't, you have the premium one, you can get it from level 0 right off the bat. But we will use our league chest, so that way we can open ourselves up.
Legendary.
Nice, got some Ondine. And then also, we'll open up this other one.
Legendary.
And see, we are now complete with that quest. We have more legendaries, and we also have some more spots for chest slots, so that way we can get some more chests and get some more runes during this world event. So now we'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, we are on the final quest now of chapter 2. Is to defeat a demon. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the bosses. And they do have a couple of skills. So whenever an ally dies except a zombie, they will summon another zombie. And then whenever an allied zombie dies, we'll give a health boost to allies. Oh, I forgot to switch our skin. I'm not your personal assistant to summon me whenever you want. I summoned you again to tell Regardus and Axe that I know all about their scheme. Then that knowledge must die with you. That's not good.
Whoa!
Okay, let's take a look at the buildings. Okay, and we have this hero here. When he dies, it deals damage to our warlord for each melee ally. Okay, and then also gives an attack boost to a random ally for each enemy. We'll start with our hero power, which in this case is damage pentagrams. And then actually we can attack on the open lane D with the Fury with the multiple attacks. Did you really think you could keep your plan from me? Melting the gates of the lower world? This is really something. We managed not to attract attention for quite a long time. Apparently, you were too busy with the holiday rush and didn't notice our experiments because of the fireworks. It's not too late to stop you. How does Blackhorn, the current leader of the Black Axes, feel about the pact between orcs and demons, the ones who deposed Axe? Let's just say no one axed him. And the power of Axe will soon be restored. All right then. Little taste of things to come. All right, so that was Demon. We will head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, and we are now on the biography card / end card for chapter 2. So Regardus and Diplius. For thousands of years, the children of the Abyss have vied for the title of Guardian of Chaos. The closest to the goal was Discordia, but her brother, Regardus Diplius, has outpaced her. Unlike his hot-tempered and arrogant sister, Regardus has a cool mind and chooses his allies wisely. Having used them to become the master of the lower world, he set out to gain even more power. Regardless of his tentative truce with the Lord Protector, Regardus has been waiting for his chance to escape the lower world and wreak havoc throughout Pangaea. Okay, so we will grab our rewards. And now we'll head on to chapter 3. So chapter 3, Secret Ingredient. As it turns out, the demons made an alliance with the orcs as they were preparing to invade Pangaea. All the while, Villano has been conducting with his experiments with Wildfire, but this time under the command of Regardus to melt the gates of the lower world. The Lord Protector now has to stop the invasion and disarm the mad Alchemist. Okay, so here are the rewards for chapter 3. We'll be able to get 1k copies of the Villano Mad Genius, along with some miracle scrolls, a nice little medal, and then also a gallery portrait. So we will now head into the adventure. And we'll also head over to the history. As you can see, the final boss here is Villano. So in this case now, we will stop, and then we will continue on with chapter 3 on the next video. So yeah, we will see you guys later. This is Happysplasher, signing off.